fuck some people up. Alright. See, parts like this, if I slow played, it'd be a lot of fighting. But I know I can just run through most of the shit, so it doesn't matter. Now we're just gonna go like this. 2, 3, 4. So you're all losing their power, and I can hear it.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
That seems impossible. I hear him whooping around behind me.
The place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Ooh. So we're gonna take a little time out up here for a second. Get some life back, because we just got bullshit right there real hard. Did I think it over there? I don't think so.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Something bad's about to happen. It's weird they call it a ghost town, too, because most of the game has been looking like this. Nothing in this particular area makes me think any less of anything else that's been going on here. This game probably has the weirdest bosses anyone's ever seen. The dramatic stove fight from Alan Wake, top 10 best boss fights ever. You know the one. It's actually exceptionally dumb because it's so easy to hide behind things and not even worry about it. Where's the last one? Like that's no stress right there. I could have probably actually ran out of that too, but that's why I ended up dying. It just makes everything take longer, so I didn't do it this time. Hit it point blank with a fucking flash grenade. Get over here. Is that enough to stop that? I don't remember. There we go. That's all I wanted. Just get close. And then you're dead.
I needed a key for the door.
We do. There it is. That's a good place to store your key. It's on a box. Flare gun ammo.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very confusing, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
So as you can tell, the fucked up story that's going on is what's causing all the problems here. I could switch. This is where the tough decision. I like the hunting rifle a lot. I think the shotgun might be a little bit better. I also think something's behind me that's slamming into the wall trying to kill me. But we're going to dodge that by just running up here right away. But see, Zane brought these monsters. He had a way with words. Or it seems like he brought the monsters. Phone's dying.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
You missed hurry nail, asshole. That's what he wrote. It's hard to talk in like broken text form, but I tried. Just for everybody else. Dun 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 bum 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 bum. I know they're coming for me. Whee! Whee! Ah, more shit in the air. That makes it spooky. That's what it's for. What's up, honey?
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
See, so I guess we're being blamed for the poisoning of everybody. Hey, there's a way out. That is true. We should never use a qualifier like all. We should say most access to be prevented. Pump action shotgun's still pretty slow. A little faster than the normal one, but still a little slow.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Yeah, start shooting shit. We're pressing buttons. It's more of that kind of game. I don't know how pressing a button would make you be able to control this, though. Seems a little bullshit. Fake. Video games are fake. This is another situation that I'm not necessarily sure that I would put myself through this kind of nonsense just to try to save somebody. I guess if it was your wife, it'd probably be different, right? Like, yeah, you'd have some semblance of concern and then go on this ridiculous adventure through an abandoned mine shaft. Which way is up? I think this one. But this seems dangerous. Like, if you do these wacky little tricks with the shelving here, like if you fall off here, then you're not saving your wife, obviously. No good can come from what's going on right here. It's all just bad. Honey, I tried to save you, but instead I fell down a fucking mine shaft. And then I only broke my legs and I couldn't get out because I broke my legs. But I was still alive. It was the best days of my life. It was the summer of '69. That did not seem right. If you only just grabbed it when I fucking jumped. If you man up, it'll all be okay. It's a little girly, man. Ah, that's why. Do it our way. Just jump down. Try to snap those legs. It's kind of funny how horror games are pretty much synonymous with puzzle games now. Or scary action-adventure puzzles. And it's usually just platforming bullshit. It's kind of stupid, really. It should just be a spooky game where you shoot ghosts. Blickety blam! Please. So we're not going to explore down that side. It seems dangerous. It seems smart just to walk down the side of the mountain here. Oh yeah, what's up now, crows? Fuck you. I'm still battling whatever weird allergy cold thing I have.
Just great.
So if I sneeze or cough or anything, I apologize. All day today at work, I've been sneezing like a motherfucker. Like, I cannot stop. I either sneeze and, like, blow spit and boogers everywhere, like all over myself, like a fucking slob, or the sneezes would get stuck in my nose. Like, I've had, like, 17 sneezes get stuck in my nose today, which I think is 17 more than I have in the rest of my entire life. And it just makes my eyes start tearing up. Look like I'm crying at work. Everyone's like, oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? And it's like, yeah, I just need to... My sneeze is stuck. It's jammed up there. And they think I'm fucking crazy. They think I'm crazy for many things I do. Not just necessarily the sneeze incident. Like, I started doing this thing at work. We have a... I guess they're called revolving doors. The ones where you, like... You can fit, like, basically 1 or 2 people at a time. And you push the little... You push the push bar. And it just spins around in a circle. You can keep walking through and then out if you want to. But my new thing now... Well, let me jump out, bitch. And there we go. My new thing now with the revolving door at work, I just stand in it, and I half-ass put my hands on the like the push bar, so people think I'm helping, but I don't do a goddamn thing. I just hold the bar and let anyone else who's in there with me move the actual thing for me. And it makes me feel like I'm the boss, like I'm a goddamn holy shit. Makes me feel VIP status, where I just like cruise around and let's let these plebeians push the door for me. It probably sounds kind of douchey too, but I think it's funny, so I do it. There's like a line graph or a line chart, whatever how they're called. Oh, another one. Try to trick me. But yeah, if the things I do are remotely douchey, but they make me laugh, I just do them. And I really don't think not pushing a door is that bad. Like, I'm not really being an asshole to anybody. I'm just being extremely lazy. And giggling to myself as people push the door for me. We're gonna switch to the hunting rifle. That shotgun's a little weak. We want power now. I see ya. No. Oh, today at work too, I got to entertain a lot of people with my Mitch Hedberg impression that I didn't credit him for. I just sounded like a genius. We have escalators at work, and they closed one of them today. And there's a huge ass fucking sign about how the escalator's closed. You can see the picture of it if you've ever seen a picture of a closed elevator before on my Twitter. Girls Hard Geeks, ho ho ho. But there was a closed sign. So everyone that was walking with me, I was like, why is the fucking escalator closed? It's just steps now. Let us walk down the goddamn steps. And I was like, haha, that's pretty funny. Haha, that's ridiculous. So I work with a bunch of older guys that I guess never heard of Mitch Hedberg before. So I stole those jokes. I want to thank you, Mitch, for making me remotely funny at work today. It's appreciated. Come on. Big son of a bitch. He's the type you gotta use the hunting rifle on. We're gonna throw a flare gun. Oh, fuck you! Who does that? Who dives through? I stunned him. I cranked the right flashlight right in his fucking eyes. Oh, it's too bright, stop it! And then I shot him in the face. I bet out of those two options, he probably wishes the flashlight was still there, rather than 45 caliber right to the face.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
I don't remember if Mott is a name we saw yet, but that piece of the story pretty much confirms the fact that the cabin probably was never there in the beginning of the game, and the ghost lady brought the cabin back to do bad stuff to us, and we're going from there. Tommy Zane's ex-wife, ex-lady friend. She fell off the deep end. She's kidnapping people's wives now. Why did I think you go in there? Oh, because you go in here. That's why. You talked to me on TV. Tom. Crazy woman. Tommy Zane. It's adorable. She loves him. Ooh, she's not there. She got mad at him in that one. I actually don't remember this room, like, years since I played it last, but I don't really remember looking around here that much, but I had to, right? For doing checkpoints and shit? I don't know. I'll remember the walls being all tagged up like that. It's kind of cool. What it reminds me of is... God damn it. Reminds me of Blair Witch. And my favorite Blair Witch story which doesn't really necessarily have to do with the movie itself. It's just Blair Witch related. When I was growing up, there was a house by my dad's that at some point a fire like ripped through it and burned most of the shit down. And there was like, I'll say local rumors, and I don't remember if it was just my stepbrother fucking with me, or if my dad mentioned something about it, or if I just heard about it somewhere. The house was apparently, the house burnt down, or burnt out, and that was for real. But there was a story that went with it that there was like bad drug dealer drama shit going down with like a kid and his family. And the reason it burnt down was because someone set it on fire. But if you remember in the end of Blair Witch, I guess spoilers for old-ass fucking movie. End of Blair Witch, they talk about how there's little kid print hands all over the walls from where the Blair Witch was kidnapping the kids, and she made the kids stay in the corner and shit like that. So in Blair Witch, the ending scene is pretty much that, like the one person staying in the corner. There's just little handprints all over this one fucking building.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
So for whatever reason, the one day we, my girlfriend at the time, and I think some of my friends,
I was close now.
We
had to get there.
We went to look inside the building because we heard it was. We were on this like we want to be ghost hunters bullshit kick. I mean, this was like 10 years before it was cool on TV. But so we would go in there a lot, and for whatever reason, the inside was burnt out. A bunch of the walls were still there, because I guess walls don't really burn out as much as everything else. And someone wrote, like, murder on the wall in red paint and put random red shit all over the inside the room. And it was really cool, but really fucking creepy. And so it became this thing where tons of people would go in there and, like, just look around because it was quote-unquote haunted. And eventually, the house got torn down because too many people kept going there. So I helped get a burnt-out house torn down with my nonsense. Pretty anticlimactic story, I guess, but there was scary stuff in there, I feel. Squeaky lady. Ooh, he's crunchy. Remember that manuscript page back towards the beginning? It's like a rocket ship blasting into the water. This is actually pretty exciting because I don't remember this. I guess I blocked out enough this game where this is like brand new to me. You see him? You see Big Daddy? He was there. His spirit was there.